Yo! So, Final Byline is awesome, it's reviewing great, everybody loves it, especially me, but it has an issue that for certain people is making it nearly unplayable. Quick background, I'm already about 100 hours into Final Byline, I played a good couple of hundred hours of Curtain Call on the 3DS, and I love rhythm games. I'm a huge fan of Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and I can nearly not embarrass myself while playing stuff like DDR and Beat Saber, and I've dabbled in tons of other rhythm games. I'm also a working musician, you can see me hiding behind the drum kit in this clip. So when I play rhythm games, I really, for lack of a better term, feel that I'm playing them, and I'm playing them to the music. I start to struggle when I can't tell what instrument I'm playing at any given time. Final Byline's charts are excellent, and I can always tell which instrument each section of the notes is charted to, which makes them exceptionally fun to play, except for this one thing. This is my settings screen, and as you can see, my BGM timing setting is set all the way over to -15, and I would have had it further over if it would have let me. This is because the sound of the music in Final Byline is tremendously delayed. And before you blame my TV or sound system setup, this is playing on the OLED switch in handheld mode using either the internal speakers or headphones. I've also tried the PS4 version and it's exactly the same. Here's a demonstration. I've reset all the BGM timing settings to the default of 0. I've loaded up Mini Boss Battle from Final Fantasy 1 on Curtain Call for the 3DS, the All-Star Carnival arcade version, and Final Byline for the Switch in handheld mode. I've chosen this song because it has very clear audio, a very similar chart on all three versions, and because it is mad. For consistency, I've recorded all of these clips with my phone using each of the console's internal speakers. We're now going to sync up the audio for each version and freeze frame when the first note is in the strike lane. As you can see, Final Byline's notes are way out of sync with the others. Now we can dramatically improve this by changing the BGM timing setting on Final Byline to -15, but I'd still say that it's a little bit off. This is how I play, and it's an enjoyable experience. Now at this point, you probably have one of two questions. The first is, well then if -15 is enjoyable, then what the hell are you sooking about? Just play on that. The issue is that in order to play on a TV with any amount of latency, this setting would need to go further to the left, which it can't. I genuinely find Final Byline unplayable on the TV because I would need a BGM timing setting like -20 just to use the TV speakers. This is the same TV that I play reasonably advanced Rock Band charts on, so it's a totally capable TV for rhythm games, and even in handheld mode I still feel like -15 isn't quite enough. The second question is, well, I haven't noticed anything, so how can it be this broken if I'm playing it just fine? This is harder to answer, but I think it's a different combination of the following things for each person. Number one, you have trigger sounds on. I don't know the full science behind this, but basically I think some people play primarily to the beat of the trigger sound and not to the beat of the song. Number two, you're playing more to the visuals. A lot of people, especially when they're just starting out, are really watching the triggers and striking in when they see the note go over the trigger area, rather than listening for the right time. Number three, you can enjoy the game non-rhythmically. Some people just want to jam out to the songs, chill and level up some characters, and are just never going to notice an issue like this. So how do we fix this? Ideally, just making the audio play a little bit earlier and lining it up correctly would fix the issue properly, but at this point this might negatively affect other people's experience with the game who aren't like me, that don't spend an unreasonable amount of their life messing around with calibration settings in rhythm games, and are used to the way that it is now. I think the easiest and safest way is just to make the BGM timing settings go all the way up to at least -30. This will give -15 for the current sync issue, -10 for a fancy laggy audio setup, and then -5 left over for some personal preference. If you're affected by this, I'd encourage you to submit a support ticket to Square Enix, which I will link in the video description. Thanks for watching, please share this around. I really hope this is a concern for enough people that we can get this otherwise incredible game a patch for this issue. If I have any follow-up comments or videos, I'll put them in the video description. So long!